As I'm sure you all noticed already, I just hit 147 subscribers. Oh no. Huh. Thanks, guys. I mean, seriously. Stop. It's too much. Oh man, thank you. Oh wow, that was intense. Thank you all so much. I mean, what a ride it's been. First off, I'd like to thank God, my mother, all of you, really, every 147 of you for being there for me in my time of need. Whew, wow. But seriously though, 147 subscribers almost broke me. It took a little over a year to get there. And I want to make this video today for you who is at 146 subscribers still, or just kidding, somebody who's still getting started on YouTube, but not seeing the traction they thought they were going to get. Because here's the deal with YouTube. It's going to test you, and it's probably going to suck. I swear the algorithm is set up to break you, to make you earn it. The way I really started catching a little bit of momentum was just getting really consistent and making videos every single day for 30 days. I did a 30-day push. If this is your first video that you're seeing of mine, which according to the analytics, most likely it is, but that 30-day push of 30 videos really kind of set the trajectory for my account. I went from I think 50 subscribers up to 140 in that 30-day window. So I almost tripled my numbers in just 30 days in what had been almost 11 months, but realistically it was more like 9 months of effort because I was really slow getting off the starting line, like the turtle versus the hare. I was definitely the turtle on that. And starting that run really helped. So if you're new to YouTube, what I would say the best thing you can do is decide what your niche is, what you want to talk about. And in that, I mean, what gets you excited? What can you talk about every day, nonstop, and just keep going? Because that's kind of what it's going to have to take in the beginning. You have to find something that you're actually passionate about and start running with it. So finding something that you're passionate about, making that be what your YouTube channel is going to be about, and then setting a goal of making, if you can't do a video every day for 30 days, that's a lot. A lot of you have kids and jobs and lives and all this stuff going on. I had some free time, so I just decided this was a good time to do it. But what you want to do is decide, one video a week out of the gate is tough. You're only making, if you're really consistent, you're only making 52 videos in a year. It takes about, from what I've seen, really about 100 videos before YouTube starts to figure out what you're doing and who you're talking to and who they should put your stuff in front of. So 2 years of 52 videos is going to get you there. Do you want to take 2 years to start to catch some momentum? I would say probably not. The chance of you quitting inside 2 years is probably more likely than you actually doing a video a week every single week for 2 years straight, especially if you're seeing slow growth and you're frustrated and the numbers aren't going up. So I would say to do a little run. Maybe 3 videos a week would be something that you could pull off. Or, what you can do is you can sit down and batch record. I'm not a real big fan of batch recording because I'm way too ADHD for that. So I like to talk about what's on my mind of the day. So this is a topic I came up with a half an hour ago. We're sitting here thinking, brainstorming, working with ChatGPT, trying to figure out what I'm going to talk about today. This is, now after a little bit of research, something I felt like would be a fun video. And all my videos aren't really designed to be, the hook, the lessons learned and all that. What I'm trying to do with this YouTube channel is to give you guys the ability to see what somebody goes through in the beginning. I'm not sugarcoating this. I'm not hiding what I'm going through because I want you to understand what you're signing up for. It's not easy to grow a YouTube channel and a personal brand, but it's so worth it to go through the efforts and the trials and the tribulations to achieve it, because everything's moving towards media. Being a web designer and all these things that AI is taking over the roles of, it's all going to start getting faded out. But being a personal brand, having a media company essentially, and being the face and talking to people and inspiring people and giving them support and help and education, that stuff's not going to go away, because people are still, even though you can use ChatGPT to figure out a lot of things, people still want to hear from a real person. So with this channel, I want you guys to see exactly what's up, what's going on, how much I have to go through to grow this channel. And another thing that I would consider is, a personal brand might be one of the most profitable businesses you could ever start, especially for time required versus money earned. You can, as you start to grow this, you can get back to doing one video a week and earn a really substantial amount of money. So it's worth it to put in the effort over the course of 5 to 10 years. And that's my goal with this, is over 5 to 10 years, I want to have a booming YouTube channel and personal brand. So I'm just over a year in, maybe 13 months in right now. I don't expect after 1/10 of what my goal is of effort put out and videos created to have hit my goal yet. But where it did take me around 11 months to get to 50 subscribers, and then another month and a half almost to get to 147, I'm seeing in my world, at least on my channel, I'm seeing some momentum. My video views went from 10 and 15 views, and some of them only getting 5 and 7 views, which is really painful after putting in the time and effort to script and edit and all that, and then end up with like 7 views. It doesn't even quite hit 10. That sucks. That sucks real bad. But I'm getting consistently 30, 40, 60 views on my smaller videos, and then I'm having bigger ones that are clearing 100 and getting up to 4 and 5 and 600 now. So that is YouTube starting to figure out who my videos are for. And I've said this a million times. It doesn't matter if your channel is about underwater basket weaving. It doesn't matter what your topic is. There is somebody out there. There's a group of people out there big enough to sustain your channel that want to watch that. So you really, if you're going to do this long term and you want a sustainable project that you're working on, you have to pick something that you're passionate about. The number one thing that I love in life is helping people start businesses. That's what gets me the absolute most excited out of everything in the world. There is nothing I hate more than seeing somebody that is working a 9 to 5 and is miserable. It's 2025. You do not have to work that 9 to 5 job. You might need to work it for the next, 6 months, 12 months, 2 years while you're building something outside of that. But the idea of just giving up and saying, this is my life, I'm going to work at this job or in this career, or in some, say you even switch careers, you're still at a job. I'm going to work in this until I'm 60, 70 years old and I can retire. And let's be honest, who even knows if you're going to be able to retire with what we're going through with price increases and inflation and housing costs going up and food costs going up. Like, all the money that you're saving now is going to be almost worthless by the time you hit 70 years old, especially if you're in your 20s right now. What do you think the cost of a gallon of milk is going to be in 50 years? It could be what an entire week of your salary is now. Like, who the hell even knows what's going to happen with that? So you need to build something outside of that you can leverage your income, especially if you have a job and you want to start to get ahead. Having that second income is so vitally important, because now live within your means. I think that's the most important thing. All that money coming in from your second income, you can stash away and you can invest and you can create a nest egg for yourself to be able to retire earlier. You can build these passive investments, whether you're investing in crypto or stocks or ETF, like even the safest of safe things. You can invest in those, and that money is going to grow over time. No matter how much it grows, it's gonna grow in some respects, right? So that I just think is so important. And let me give you guys a little story, and then we're gonna cut this video off here. There's a guy that I used to work with in one of the first businesses that I started, the first successful business that I had, and he did really well. He didn't make a ton of money, but he was making $500, $600 a month, $1,000 a month. He was making good money for a side gig. He had a full-time job, he had a girlfriend, he had a life, but he was making good money on the side. And you know what he did? He was only 19 years old when I started working with him. When I found him and started teaching him sales, he was very young, very impressionable, and hanging out with some of the wrong people probably to be hanging out with. And he decided to go in a different path. He decided to start working with me and some of my mentors and taking control of his life and learning a new skill, and that was sales. He saved all that money over the course of 5, 6, 7 years. And do you know what he did with it? He was, just saving it and buying crypto and just, smart investments. He wasn't buying anything that was didn't fluctuate too much. It was smarter investments. And he took that money and he bought his first income property. He bought a 6 or 5 unit house and decided to start renting them out. And it's been 2 or 3 years since he did that. And now he's just bought his third building, which has, I think, another 8 or 10 units in it. So he's up to like 15 units at this point. He is 32, 33 years old and didn't go to college, none of that. It was just really smart with his money. He kept his credit in really good shape and he went out and he started buying properties. And now that he has 1 and then 2 and then 3, he's able to get leverage to go get more because he has income coming in from all these units. So, and then at the same time, he started a new career and it's in sales. And he's doing really well in that. Before he was a dietary aide working at a nursing home, and now he's making well over $100,000 in sales. Plus, he has these 3 buildings alongside it. So that's just, I wanted to illustrate the power of what having a second, a third, or fourth income stream can be. Is if you're earning enough money at your job, you can start to use that extra money to put towards investing and creating a legacy for yourself and for your family. And that's just so vital. So that's why, in my opinion, starting on YouTube and building a personal brand and learning how to sell is the best thing you can ever do for your life and to do for your future self and for your family, is to start growing something that you have control of. And that's why I like the YouTube and the personal brand so much, is you're not relying on a lot of other people. When I wanted to shoot this video, I said, all right, set the camera up, turn on a light, put on a microphone, and I shoot. I'm not waiting for somebody to come over to do the podcast with me. I'm not calling people and seeing if they want to join. I don't need somebody to film for me. It's all very individualized. So I can do everything that I want all by myself. I don't need to rely on anybody at all. And that's what I love the most about this. So, I started off saying, I hit 147 subscribers and I'm excited. It's great. It shows that it's working. That is the only thing that matters to me. If you can gain 1 subscriber organically through YouTube, sharing your videos out, I'm not talking about calling your mom and saying, hey mom, can you subscribe to my YouTube channel so I get my first subscriber? No, I'm talking about you make a video, that video gets shown to people and somebody subscribes because of it. If you can gain 1 subscriber, you can gain 1,000 and then you can gain 100,000. It just comes to frequency, continuously putting out content, and then also consistency, not having big breaks in between it. And once you get 1, you can get 1,000. Once you get 1,000, you can get 100,000. And once you get to 100,000, you don't have a job anymore. At 100,000 subscribers, if you're not able to replace your income, either you make a shitload of money already, or you pick something that is just not monetizable, or you don't know how to monetize it, in which case, I don't have a course specifically for that, but I would go on YouTube and I would start searching for people who can tell you how to create a course so you can monetize whatever it is that you're talking about. So I appreciate you guys. That first 147, if any of you happen to see this, it's all thanks to you. I appreciate it. And I got a couple other videos that are going to be popping up right here. Go ahead, check those out. Watch the journey. If you're new to my channel, follow along. This is a real, uncut, unedited journey of some guy building YouTube in his apartment. And I want you guys to be able to learn from my mistakes and see, how somebody just like you can go out and have success doing this. So I'll see you guys on the next video.